Hello, Book One children. I thought we could play with our red cards this time. So find your red cards. You can pause the video while you go get those ready. Okay, make sure that your red cards are laid out so that you can see all 6 of them. And we are going to play another sort of game of hide and seek. I'm going to describe something to you and see if you can find it on the red cards. Okay? Can you find a card that looks like somebody is standing at the bottom of the stairs and they want to climb up? But they want to show off how long their legs are, so they skip steps. So instead of bum, 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 they do this. Bum, bum, bum. Look closely at your cards. See if you can find a card that looks like that. It would have 3 notes on it. They all have 3 notes. So pause the video if you need some time. All right. If you chose card number, let me make sure, 1, you are correct. This card says bum, 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 skipping up. It also says do, mi, so. Read that with me. Do, mi, so. We know this pattern really well. We've read this pattern before on the blue cards. We've played it in our songs and in our warm-ups before. What's different about the red card? Does anybody know? It's this symbol right here. That is a bass clef. And the bass clef usually tells us that we're going to use our left hand. So this would be your left hand playing do, mi, so. All right, now that we know what card 1 says, can you find the card that is backwards? So it sounds like somebody at the top of the stairs, or it looks like somebody at the top of the stairs skipping down. I don't ever do that. That's scary. Can you find the card that looks like that? Pause the video if you need to. Okay, I hope you found card number 6. If you did, you are correct. So remember, card number 1 said do, mi, so. So card 6 says so, mi, do. Read card 6 with me. So, mi, do. All right, that's great. And I don't know if you noticed, but these are both, there we go. These are both tonic chords. Do, mi, so, tonic chord. All right, I'm going to look for another tonic chord pattern here. I think I see one, but this pattern doesn't have a mi in it. Look at the cards that are left. Do you see one that could maybe be a tonic chord that's just missing a mi? Pause the video if you need to. All right, I know this one is kind of tricky, so I'm going to sing the pattern to you and you can check to see if you've got the right card. It goes like this. Bum, bum, bum. Do you know what the syllables would be for that? Do, so, do. Now check to see if you got the right card. If you chose card number 4, you are correct. This card says do, so, do. Do you see how big of a jump that is? We jumped from that 3rd line all the way up to the top line and then back to the 3rd line. I could not do that if I were climbing the stairs. My legs are not that long. That is another tonic pattern. Do, so, do, tonic chord. Do you know what that means about the other 3 cards? They are all pinchy chord cards. These are all dominant 7th patterns. This is the first one I think we should look at, card 2. So look at card 2. It says so, fa, so. Read that with me. So, fa, so. You know, since this is in the bass clef and your left hand would play it, the notes are actually lower than that. They really sound like this. So, fa, so. But I don't usually sing it that low because it's sometimes hard for children to sing that low. So I like to sing it up high where your voices sound so beautiful. So that is a pinchy chord, dominant 7th. So is card 5. You might recognize fa and so. But do we know what this note is? That's pretty far down there. That is T, T, so, fa, pinchy chord. Read that with me. T, so, fa, pinchy chord. All right, so that's another dominant 7th or pinchy chord. I think my other card fell on the floor. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, card 3. Oh boy, this looks a lot like card 5 did. I think it's the same notes, but is it backwards? Not exactly. It's just switched around. Okay, so here's our new card. There is that T that we found before, but this time we're going to start on so, fa, ti. Read that with me. So, fa, ti. And remember, that is a pinchy chord, also known as dominant seventh. Okay, so we sorted our cards into tonic patterns. What is that? 6, 1, and 4. And pinchy chord patterns. 3, 5, and 2. It's really funny. I'm looking at these backwards because I'm looking at the screen on my iPad. It's really funny to read that backwards. Okay, so now you know a little bit more about the red cards. When you play your game with Howard, maybe you'll find it a little bit easier. I hope so. So remember, you're going to play that game with him 2 times.